morning, Amicus Riley. I've started, so I'll finish. You ever put your glasses on and go, I don't know, that dirty, they maybe don't need a clean, and then you go to clean them and there's like bits of pie and stuff stuck to them. Good morning, Blue Meth. Good morning, Space Jaws. I don't actually even know what brand it is, but it's decaf coffee, so don't get too excited about it. I lost a day in my holiday because I went to Barcelona last week. I've still not talked about that on the stream. I lost a day though while I was away because I just went into full holiday mode, so I was just like, fucking give me all the caffeine and all the sugar and all the sun, give me it all, give me everything. And then about 2 days in, I was like, I've had too much, I've had far too much. I'm gonna have to lie in bed for most of this day. I'll see if more people turn up and then we can switch to holiday chat, but for now let's do some Animal Crossing admin. 2nd Avenue Airport is now open. Morning, Middy. Blavels has arrived. Good morning, PK1. Do. For fuck's sake. This could be a problem. I think I'm supposed to retrieve parts of his phone, aren't I? But I don't have access to the full island, so I don't know if I can do it. Tree branches are currently quite valuable because I can make things out of them. Is it the Stamper Brothers, I think you're thinking of, maybe? For the team that... Also, I didn't make you feel old. You just are. You just are old. I don't remember Blathers having a tent. I think Blathers is about to fix my access issue. Come on then, Rabbit Snap. No thanks. It's a nice round, kind of complete, perfect looking number 2020. I think I've got a really good feeling about it. Really good feeling. I think he's got one of them. Hello Ollie Mix, good morning. Is it doing something new? Animal Crossing here, is it? It isn't it? Because I've already gave him a red snapper. Oh, that's good. That's an innovation that took a couple of years. Because mind you used to game things that you'd already gave him, and they'd like, you've already gave me this, but you'd need to go through like 6 speech bubbles of text. How are you, Ollie? Are you dressed? Are you up and dressed? What age is the child that you need to look after, Ollie? 2. 2 is good. I was about to say age range is about 1 to 3 is good fun. 1 to 3, but then you need to go all the way to like 16. Anything in between 3 and 16 is a pain in the arse, but you're alright with a 2-year-old. That's easy for me to say. Time. You used to be able to send 6-year-olds out to day jobs and stuff, like send them down the mine or send them to a factory, but you're not allowed to do that anymore. In this country, anyway. Oh, 7 to go. Okay, I can do that. What is that? Wooden low table. I bought some island decorations while I was on stream just to brighten the place up a bit. I've also got a house already. features. Did I get miles on there? So I need a vaulting pole, so I need softwood. Could do with a DIY bench, but I don't desperately need a DIY bench. There it is. You're a bunch of screws. Softwood. I need a lot of softwood. I could just make that, but I don't have a bench. Pearls, I can plant them. Oh, I need a shovel as well. Gold pole. What the fuck's a gold pole? Boom. Oh, it's the Mario goal pole. Shovel? What do I need for a shovel? Hardwood. Fuck's sake. Right, so I need an axe then. I need an axe. Did I not pick up a stone? I thought I did. No, I didn't. There it is. Many thanks for the Prime resubscription, 5 months. Happy Island rebuilding. Does that say Ryan Fatim? Ryan Fatim. I've only got 2 residents just now, Ollie. I can't remember what their names are because I don't care. One's a goat that says kids all the time. Pashmina and Rowan. Fucking crook. Fucking con man. Didn't even that's the first time he's mentioned the price of this house. So, oh, you want a new house? Aye. Oh, but I can sort that out for you. Oh, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. You'll have all this storage space. You can pick the colour of your roof. Do you want to be able to pick the colour of your roof in your new house? Bet you'd love that. I can sort all of that out for you. I can sort it all out for you. You don't need to do anything. And then he does it and he goes, right, now you owe me 100 grand. Look how fucking pleased he is as well. Prick. Leopold, you're talking about, Amicus Riley. You're talking about Leopold. Can I pay in miles? Oh, don't worry, you can pay in instalments. Don't worry, I'm no that fussed if it takes the rest of your life. Don't worry about it. Whatever you do, don't worry about it. It's only 100 grand. Nothing in there. Right, I need an axe. Do I need an axe? Or would I be better off making... I can't make that, can I? I can't make a shovel. So it's going to have to be an axe. Somebody told me yesterday to hold down the button to speed up the DIY process, but that's not what you do. You tap the button, you don't hold it down, you tap it. It's the reason why I cheated. Well, I was going to do that, cheated, but I did cheat in Tears of the Kingdom, because I was like, there's so many nice items in this game that I could really enjoy using that would enhance the game for me, but I can't afford any of it because I've not got any money. So I cheated and gave myself enough money. So now I need to get some wood to make some more tools to perform some more tasks. The fun doesn't stop. Boof, hardwood, softwood, hardwood. Boof, hardwood, hardwood, softwood. No, that's normal wood. Hard, soft, soft. Hard, hard, normal. Hard, normal, normal. How many have I got? Alright, I need more softwood. Hard, soft, hard. Right then. This is quite exciting. You can. They patch it all. They seem to patch these things all the time in Tears of the Kingdom, but there's like there's a trick. I can't remember exactly how I did it. It was a while ago, but it's item duplication, but it was something like you have to fall off of a ledge onto your horse, but just before you fall onto the horse, you go into your inventory and you like discard items or something. So if you have items like gems, most people do it with diamonds because diamonds are the most valuable item in the game. But I don't think I had enough diamonds, so I did it with rubies. Only took a few minutes. You really should grab it, Midday. It's really, 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 really good. Really good. I'd say it's the best game of the year, but I haven't played Baldur's Gate, so a lot of people are very keen on Baldur's Gate, aren't they? Saying that that's dead good. Is this the best choice? I think it is. Actually, maybe a shovel would have been a better choice because I can get more stones with a shovel. Fucked it. Oh, I can still do it. Oh, it's hardwood. Cool. I can't do a watering can. Is it softwood? Aye. I'll do that as well. Morning, Vivian. Oh, wait a minute. Right, let's go and see the rest of the island. Although, I think I've got some stuff I should have sold though. Have I got a shovel? I have got a shovel. I can plant any pear trees. Plenty of room around here, I'll just plant them here. 1, 2, 3. I was just considering whether I could manage to get more softwood, but my axe will probably break. 1, softwood. Softwood. Ah. Still need 2 more. Oh, shite the bed. Oh! tried to get in the tent, but I accidentally attacked it with an axe. Can I get medicine at this early stage? I don't think I can I? He's chuffed as fuck. Yes, he's chuffed. What should I do? What should I do about my face, Tom? What? I remember this. I remember this not making any sense. Why am I building his fucking shop for him? We'd like to make massive amounts of money out of you, so would you mind building a shop for us to extort money out of you? Regular hardwood and salt. Fuck me. 30 iron nuggets? 30 iron nuggets? Nuggets. Oh, I forgot the trick. I forgot the digging a hole trick. Hello, Matthew Bodyguard, I am. God. I'm gonna go and look. No! This is gonna take fucking ages. Switch just died. There it is. I don't get any audio. If you get any audio, I don't get any audio. You've not got any audio either. Why is that? I don't have any audio either. I might have to turn that on and off again. It's a very old Elgato that I'm using, so it kind of makes sense that every now and again it just does something unique. Deactivate. Activate. Just thinking about it. Still no audio. Oh no, we've got it. Let's just turn it on and off again. But I don't really need weeds though, do I? I need wood. But I can't help myself for tidying up. That didn't last very long. I also need a ladder, don't I? Bugger. Oh, bugger. Any other rocks on this island? Can I see any rocks? That's no one. don't think I tried that one, did I? Rock. Rock. I'm just gonna sell all the crap I don't need. Thanks for the follow to the not very PC Woolly Wifter. That. You might as well take these weeds. And that. And that and that. Just take everything. Everything apart from the stuff I need. I need to go back to make a bloody axe. Two, because I'm going to need them. My Streamlabs is just constantly disconnecting for the chat room, so I don't know if I'm missing anything, but it's like the last 5 minutes is disconnected like 7 times. morning, Boston. How's your 2020 gone so far? Oh, for fuck's sake, son. My 2020's gone really well so far, Boston. I've got a really good feeling about this year. Really good. Really, really good. We're getting there. I think it was because it had something to do with the fact that it was the anniversary, September the 11th. But for some reason, I go on my YouTube. I started getting like unreleased, never before seen footage of September 11th, and it's like camcorder footage of people who were in the area that's been like restored. But I was watching an awful lot of it with skeptical eyes, because these days you just can't be sure whether things are real or not. And I found myself like quite closely analysing the footage, going, is this actually real? Maybe have a look at some in a bit. What made me most suspicious about the videos that I saw were how good the camera work was, because it's a guy just with a camcorder, but he's like zooming into aircraft flying and zooming into like people jumping out of the building and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's not actually that easy to do that on a camcorder. Oh, you can do that. I never realised you could do the fast switch thing already. On top of fromage. Alright then. Right, we've nearly got enough normal wood. Regular wood. Alright, fine. Alright then. So I now have enough regular wood. Oh bugger. Listen, I'm already stung, so it doesn't make any difference. What? Why am I at my house? Why did they do that? Take some of this crap off me. I need stone, so don't sell the stone. Clay? Think I need any clay at the moment. I need tree branches for an axe. Can I still shake something at this tree? Nah, I can still get tree branches. Alright, okay, that's... Alright, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Got the hardwood, we just need softwood now. I need two softwoods. Have I done all these? I think I've done them. Oh fucking Christ. Morning, Ultra Wido. On the copy. Do you remember much to spare during the 2020 COVID stuff? I don't. Pretty sure at the time actually everything was quite nice. No, for the folks that were dying, etc. They fucking downers. But for me, it was fine. Ultra Wido found it hard to get weeds. Hard door. Oh. How many branches? 3. Ah. One. Got it. Getting there. to say thanks for the resub, Boston. Sorry, Boston, if I missed that. Sorry, thanks for the Prime resub. I heard we were throwing back to 2020, so I thought I'd pop in and say good morning. I read that comment, but I didn't read your resub. Sorry. What am I doing? Axe. I need an axe. Axe. Yeah. I need 2 more softwoods and 27 more iron nuggets. That's not what I need. Yay! It's gonna be hard to get all the iron nuggets. I think I already rinsed these stones. Nah. That'll help. What do I need for a shovel? Hardwood. Cool. Oh my god. Only that for one donation. Oh boy. So I've done all the wood, I've nearly got enough donations. No, I've not spoken about my holiday yet, Amicus Riley. Have I done this one? Yes, I have. Could also do with a watering can. I haven't found any of his things. Do you mean can you visit the island, Casper? I've only just started, so it's not a very impressive island. For Christ's sake. How many of these things do I need to get? For fuck's sake. Thanks for the follow, Casper, Catton. Are you asking about Barcelona ultra wide? Oh, sorry, I never saw that. Did I go to the zoo? No, I didn't go to the zoo. Go to zoos. Last zoo I ever went to was Edinburgh Zoo, and there was a... what was that? Wasn't there a panda? They don't have a... did they have a panda in Edinburgh Zoo? Wasn't there a panda? I think it was like a wallaby or something. Something bird-like anyway, I can't remember exactly, but it was years and years ago I was there. But it was in like one of the glass-fronted areas. And it was really busy with people. And the animal was really, really, really distressed. Like, doing the thing where it was kind of repeatedly doing the same movements and again. I was like, this animal has been driven insane by being in this place. I don't like zoos. Boom, 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 boom. Right, what do I need to do next? I need more iron nuggets for this shop. I think I need to make some more. Right, give me that because I'm going to need it. Anything else craftable? Fish bait. Hum. What do I need for axes? Is it hardwood for axes? No, tree branches. Right, I think he said to me earlier that there's a ticket at the airport, so I can maybe go to another island. There might be another resident there, and I could get some more resources, maybe some more stones. What I should really try and get is my own DIY bench, so I can take it with me. Three hardwood I need. Two hardwoods. One hardwood. Where is that Highland Wildlife Park, Middy? Where is that? Airport. We're going to the airport. I was just talking about that last night. Eddie Purplebum, my girlfriend, was asking if she could visit the island, and I was like, basically no. Basically Nintendo says that you have to buy your own game. And your own Switch. Oh, there's a bloody workbench here. There's already a workbench here. See a campfire. What is that? Coconuts as well. I can see coconuts. Fuck's sake. Useless. Fucking useless. thing. Need one hardwoods. There it is. Oh, I didn't mean that. Have I done this one? I've got 12 iron nuggets. Can I get up there? Halfway there with my iron nuggets. Good morning, Hex Adventure. I'm halfway there with my iron nuggets. Sorry. stole 30 of them at a time. For fuck's sake. Can I actually make that? I think I've rinsed this island pretty much. Oh, for fuck's sake. stream starting? Stream? There's something up with the stream? Is that... My chat room just constantly keeps disconnecting. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Dipped for a second. Right, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. What should I do? I need more iron nuggets. I suppose I could go and get another ticket and go to another island, but I've been on for nearly 2 hours. Blathers wants more donations, didn't he? So I could sell some of this crap. I'll sell some crap. Beep boop. Beep boop. Ba-doop ba-doop boop. I don't need any clay. All that. I'll plant that. I need that. Double bed, fossil. Okay. Double bed. How do I... That's how... No, that's not how I do it. That's the light. No. I just moved in, Amicus Riley. I've been in 1 day. Will I go to another island? What is this? Oh, I won't be able to watch it. I need to change bloody channel to be able to watch it. God, this is an old one. Is that a headbutt? Oh, a sneeze. It was a COVID sneeze. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Did you get to see all you wanted to see in Barcelona? No, really, no. Midday, I was only there for 4 days. Oh, gold. Been sitting down for too long. I did go to Sagrada Familia. We'll just do it. We'll do it quickly. Right, this is me. This very start of the Barcelona holiday. I left at 1:15 in the morning because I had to go. For the flat to Buchanan Street bus station, from Buchanan Street bus station to Edinburgh Airport, Edinburgh Airport to Stansted, Stansted to Barcelona Airport, then Barcelona Airport into Barcelona, and then walk to my accommodation. I knew it was going to be a bit of a trip because it was like £200 cheaper. Amicus Rail, that's why. It was £200 cheaper than getting just a flight for Prestwick. And I knew as a one-off, I wouldn't have really minded. See, this is the thing, everybody goes, why would you spend 10 hours just to get to Barcelona? So just think about that for a second. That's 10 hours to get from Glasgow to the bottom of Spain and Barcelona. 10 hours is fucking nothing. It's a long way, but everybody's just so used to fucking getting their fat asses on into a taxi and then transporting their fat ass for a taxi into an aeroplane. If it's longer than 3 hours, everybody's like, I can't believe it took longer than 3 hours to travel fucking 600 mile or whatever it was. It's still amazing whether it took 10 hours or no. But I knew as a one-off adventure, travelling adventure, I'd be able to put up with it. And it was actually fine. It was fine. Well, they call it Glasgow Prestwick, don't they, Amicus Riley? I didn't nap at all. Actually, I might have done. I might have kind of dozed a wee bit here and there. I don't know if I've ever mentioned before, but I'm a meditator, so I like to meditate every now and again. I don't like to bring it up, but... People get the mega bus to London and it takes fucking like 15 hours. That's just to get to London. The only hairy bit of the trip out to Barcelona was that I knew that I had as I say, I flew from Edinburgh to Stansted and then I had to get the Stansted to Barcelona flight, so that connection in Stansted was the only hairy bit because I wasn't sure how busy it was going to be. And as I was coming off the flight, as I was coming off the plane in Stansted, I asked the cabin crew like what the deal is with making a transfer, and they were like, oh, you do need to go out of the airport and then back into the airport and through security. So I legged it for the plane around Stansted and back into security, but it only took about 20 minutes. And as it turns out, my Barcelona flight was delayed anyway, so I ended up sitting at the gate for another half an hour. So it all went quite smoothly. I did get the bus, the Aerobus. I got the Aerobus from Barcelona Airport into Barcelona. But I asked the driver, I showed the driver where I was staying and I asked him where to get off and he just said first stop, and I was like, right, fine. So I got off first stop. And then it was like a half-hour walk, 30-40 minute walk to my accommodation, which, as I say, I didn't mind because Barcelona's absolutely roasting. And you've got all the excitement of being on holiday. You've got the buzz of being on holiday, so I didn't mind walking through the city for 40 minutes. But it wasn't until I was leaving that I realised that the bus stop's far, far closer to the accommodation than the first stop. It's just I don't think the guy looked at my map properly. That's me waiting to get on the Edinburgh to Stansted flight. That's an aeroplane, goes up into the sky. Don't know why I've taken so many pictures. That's the first stop that we made. I can't remember the name of it actually. It's no Placa de Catalunya, it's Placa... It is a lovely city, X-Adventure. Fountain Freddie Mercury thing, I don't know what you're on about. I'm just looking at the metadata on my phone to find out where exactly this is. It's the Placa de España. Is Reykjavik no really expensive, Middy? No, I never saw a show at the fountain. I wasn't staying close to here though, this is just where I get dropped off in the bus. I was staying in the Gothic Quarter. specifically in there, in that door. I took a picture of this door because there was so many stories, and I was so knackered that I was like, I might get lost. I need to take a picture of the door that I'm supposed to go through. This is me out wandering on the first day because I went by myself to Barcelona, but I was meeting Saf. She was coming from Sweden. She was in a residency in Sweden, so she was coming later that night, so I had a lot of time to kill, but I was shattered anyway. I wandered around for a while. What I actually did was I wandered around for maybe about an hour, and then I don't have any pictures of what I was wearing, but it wasn't until I was walking around the city that I realised that I looked a wee bit too touristy. Like pair of sandals on and like denim shorts, and I was probably just being paranoid, but it felt like I was kind of dressed for the beach rather than wandering about the city. This was a lot more impressive, this picture, in real life, because it's loads of... I love the way Barcelona's set up. I love the wee... I mean, I'm talking mainly about the Gothic quarter, but I love the wee tight streets and all the... Like the layout of the city. There's so many squares, there's so many communal areas that you can congregate in. So much outdoor dining. Oh, don't look at them. Don't look at, they're personal. That thing in my head there is the packaging. Safi got me a wee bracelet thing, and it had this kind of weird hair looking packaging in it. So I put it on my head and pretended it was a wig. This made me think of Undertale. You know what I mean? Anybody played Undertale? Doo-ba-doo-doo. We went into a wee bakery the first day that we were out together. We went into a wee bakery, as you do when you're on holiday. And the lassie had some like what sounded like some kind of like philosophical stuff playing in the loudspeaker in the wee bakery. And she had to put a couple of things in the oven for us to heat them up. And then I realised that the flyers that they were handing out in the bakery were Scientology flyers. And the stuff she was listening to in the shop was L. Ron Hubbard. Looked happy in that photo with the missus there, almost smiling. No, wasn't he? No, wasn't he? No, wasn't he? There it's there. That's the Sagrada Familia from a distance. Stupidly, we went to Barcelona and we didn't book anything. We somehow managed to forget that Barcelona is quite a popular city. So if you want to go and see any of the main attractions, you're probably going to have to book in advance. So we did actually go to Sagrada Familia and think, we'll just be able to walk in here. And you can't just walk in. You need to book tickets. So we had a wee panicked moment for maybe half an hour where we went, oh fuck, we're not going to be able to get in anywhere, so we were on our phones booking stuff. But managed to book a couple of tickets. But we couldn't, you can go into the towers in Sagrada Familia. But there's different types of tours that you can get. But we couldn't get any availability for visiting the towers, unfortunately. I don't know why. Both me and my ma, actually, when I was speaking to my mum about it, when I came back, we both had it in our heads that the Sagrada Familia was centuries in the building, like hundreds of years, but it wasn't actually. It's only 100. It's only 100 and something years it's been taken. I take it when you go up into the towers, Middy, you can get a better look at the other towers? Because I was quite keen on seeing more detail, because there's a lot of detail at the top of the tower. They have like a token when you go into the Sagrada Familia. I mean, you know, Middy, because you've been. But when you go in, there's like a token gesture to like a kind of museum type bit with a wee bit of history of things, but it's no huge, the kind of museum-y area. But they didn't actually have a end date for it. I also didn't know that Gaudi was killed in a tram accident. You can see here like all the carvings on the sides of the buildings. It's amazing. It's so organic looking, the building. The footage isn't very high quality, unfortunately. It's me on the beach. Don't look at that. That's the sun. That's an accident. That's food. There was this place called Natural Greens, I think it was called. Is it Natural Greens it was called? I think it was called Natural Greens. Amicus Ray always says so much money spent on it. You're talking about the Sagrada Familia. That place, see when we went on the weddings there. I mean, every single day of the week that place is rammed. Absolutely rammed full of people, so I don't think they'll have any problem paying for it. It was like, it ended up working at like 60 odd euro for the two of us to go, just to go in and stone in it. So I think they're doing alright for money, to be honest. It's a chain actually, this Natural Greens. I can't mind if it's actually called Natural Greens. Honest Greens, sorry, it's called Honest Greens. But it's really good. It's just a load of really fresh ingredients. And with being I think we were in there, we were having our dinner at like 10:30 at night. And the place was buzzing, it was full. Tons and tons of street art and sculptures and stuff in Barcelona. For example. I didn't actually take that many pictures. Second day we were there, we decided to go to this place, Sitges, which is a wee seaside town. About half an hour on the train for Barcelona. It's me on holiday with all my mates. That there is a wee, like, 2-3-year-old toddler that just decided to lie down on the grun and no move. And I was quite impressed by the parents' tactics, because they were just like, we're not going to this Wayne. This Wayne is going to have to get up by itself. So they left him for ages just lying there, and they just waited and had a wee chat amongst themselves until the toddler realised that he wasn't going to get the reaction that he was after. Look at the size of the sun. Bit of David Bowie art that I saw while I was walking through the city. That guy. That's one of Gaudi's buildings. We had planned, the same day that we were going to Sagrada Familia, we had planned to go to the Gaudi, is it Gaudi Park or something it's called? You pay entrance into this kind of area, and there's loads of different examples of Gaudi's work, and you walk from place to place, but I couldn't go. Because as I say, I landed in Spain and I went into full holiday mode, and I was just like, nay restraint. I'm just going to eat and drink and day. And when we went to Sitges, I love swimming in the sea, especially when the water's warm. So when we went to Sitges, it was a yellow flag. We also swam the first day in Barcelona, which wasn't quite as nice. It's nice to be near the sun and near the sun. It's nice to be near the sea, but the beaches on Barcelona aren't as clean because it's a city beach, so it's not as clean. And as I say, it was nice to be able to swim in the sea, but there was a couple of times where I got caught up with a bit of debris and got a bit spooked. And one time in particular, there was like like how when you get suits dry cleaned, you get the big plastic suits. There was something like that in the water in Barcelona Beach, and at one point this soot bag thing kind of like wrapped itself around my legs, and I got really fucking freaked out. I was like, oh, what is it? What is it? So the water's not very clean, or no as clean, but it's still good, still better than nothing. But when we went to Sitges, the water's a lot clearer and cleaner, but it was still yellow flag warnings, so it was quite wavy, but it was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant. I like it even more when it's wavy, because I can spend hours and hours and hours just diving into waves, jumping towards waves and diving into waves. And when we were in Sitges, that's what I did for about 2 or 3 hours. I was in the water just diving in waves, no realising obviously that all my sun cream had come off, so I was basically just exposed to the sun for like 2 or 3 hours. So the next day I didn't feel well at all. Big stomach issues. So we had touristy things booked that day, and I managed to make it to Sagrada Familia and managed to stand in it and sit in it for maybe about 20 minutes, but then went, I'm going to need to go, and had to leave, and ended up going back to the hotel room and spent most of the day just lying in bed while Saf went to the Gaudi Park. But when she came back, she says that it was like really hilly and a lot of walking, and it was really warm as well, so it's probably just as well that I went back, because I wouldn't have survived. That is actually, I was blaming this exposure to sun and the amount of seawater that I drank, but also the night before I got really sick, we had our dinner in this place called Lady Dumpling, and it was just a wee bit, it seemed clean, but it was just a wee pokey dumpling place, and it was really, really busy. And while I was sitting there, I was just thinking I was just trying to figure out to myself, when you've got a wee tiny restaurant like this, how do you keep it clean? Like when you've got people just constantly coming in off the street all day long, how do you keep this place clean? And the answer is, you don't keep it clean. I had an ice cream that was about twice the size of that ice cream that she's eating. That's Sagrada Familia tickets. I think this is... I've really not taken that many pictures, I've now realised. This is just 2 days into the holiday. You can't tell for the video how impressive it is. You just can't tell. There's so much detail everywhere, and he uses so many different like organic influences. Gaudi, like trees and fauna, but also things like crystal formulations. The way crystals form. So he has a lot of natural influences. Gaudi that make his structures look very organic and alive. What do you mean, Amicus Rail, you might be a bit too old for some things? What do you mean? I've done the same. I've seen this to Saf while we were on holiday in Barcelona. I've done this pretty much every single foreign holiday that I've had to go through the same thing where I'm like, this is so much better than living in the UK. Why would I no live here instead of the UK? But I did it again with Barcelona. It's just it's the fact that the climate promotes such a different way of living. You feel that you only really need like 6 hours sleep, 6 maybe 7 hours sleep in Barcelona. You come back to Glasgow and you're like, I'm just gonna go to bed for half the day. Might as well. The sun's down at like 8 o'clock, 7:30 now. It's like it's night time. You might as well just go to bed. But Barcelona has such a buzz and a liveliness about it. Not to mention the fact that you can throw out all your jackets if you live there. You don't fucking need jackets. I've obviously, since coming back, I've obviously been right onto Skyscanner to go, what is the absolute cheapest that you can get to Barcelona for? And you can get flights, return for like 70 quid. But that's like one carry-on bag about that size. But that might be all you need. Take a few t-shirts and a pair of shorts and just sleep on the beach. Well, I did visit Barcelona when I was much younger. When I was a teenager, in fact, I visited Barcelona, but I don't really remember much of the trip, of the city. Down one side of the Sagrada Familia, the stained glass that they use there's a lot more oranges and reds. And I overheard somebody else discussing it and saying that the reason for it is because that's the side where you'll get the sunset going down. Just some random sculpture in some random square in Barcelona. This is the day after I wasn't feeling very well. I did manage to go out that night, maybe about 10:30 or something. Saf wanted to go out for a cocktail, so we went out. But I still wasn't 100%. And then the day after I wasn't feeling well, in the morning I was in a wee bit of a shitty mood, and we had to go to we didn't have to go, but we'd booked to go to the Picasso Museum. And I walked around the Picasso Museum in about 20 minutes, I think, and just came to the conclusion that I'm not much a Picasso fan. Obviously he was a supreme talent, and obviously he's been incredibly influential, but no everything that Picasso did has to be in a museum. This thing doesn't need to be in a museum. Day plates don't need to be in a museum. That, on the other hand, I was really taken with. Aye, in the Barcelona Picasso Museum they have a lot of what are they called? Like workings, studies. A lot of studies that Picasso had done. So basically just like early versions of things. They had a lot of that kind of thing. So I wasn't particularly impressed, but I really liked this because the picture is mostly shades of blue, but he's managed to make this glass really stand out. That I thought was shite, basically. There were a good few pictures where I was just like, that's shite. I kept thinking of the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam and how blown away I was by the Van Gogh Museum. And I was comparing it to that. And I shouldn't have done, because a lot of the pictures were shite. Habana House had some kind of, if you Google Habana House, it has some kind of Scottish influence. I think it might be Scottish owners or something. I just passed it in the street and took a picture of it. That's just an advert. All these wee tiles, like all over the city, that you'd miss if you weren't paying attention. I think this is the last day, so we're actually nearly done. I haven't really taken that many pictures. I quite fancied buying that elephant, but I never would have fit it in my bag. That's us buying Cheerios. Churros? Churros. We realised we'd been in Barcelona for a few days and we hadn't eaten these dessert things, so we quickly wolfed them down before we left. We were right next to, yeah, that's me taking pictures of. So that's us in the airport. I actually ate a Burger King in the airport, just a veggie Burger King. No, that thing. Whatever the fuck that is. So we were right next to, in the Gothic Quarter, right next to La Rambla. Anybody who's been to Barcelona would probably know that. The burger does not look sensational, Midi. It looks like death on a bun. Cheesy death on a bun. I had €5 left in my Las Ramblas. Las Ramblas. Right next to Las Ramblas is where we were. Excuse me. Excuse me, where's Las Ramblas? Excuse me. I had €5 left in my pocket and I thought, I might as well get rid of this €5. I'm going to buy a burger out of Burger King in the airport. I was living 10 years in the past. You can't get a burger out of Burger King for any less than about €12. Just the burger, mind, no the meal. A meal will set you back about €20. That's me on the plane back to Glasgow. We did fly back to Glasgow. I didn't have as much rigmarole to get home, thankfully. And that's Kira the next morning on the car park. Aye, they can charge what they want in the airports, obviously. I did successfully, while we were away, I successfully entered into holiday mode where I was just like, I'm not going to pay any attention to the prices because prices are insane. Edinburgh. Oh no, we didn't fly into Glasgow, I'm talking crap. We flew into Edinburgh and had to get the bus back to Glasgow. It wasn't actually, we flew in at like, I think we arrived about 10 o'clock, I think, in Edinburgh, and it was actually warm. 10 o'clock at night in Edinburgh, and it was quite warm. But I really liked it. I really like Barcelona. I really like it. Quite nervous about how many people had said to me that you could get mugged if you go there. But you just need to have your wits about you, don't you? That's what I mean, Amicus, really. Do you think there's someone from Spain right now showing people photos of their great time in Glasgow? Every time I go to one of these, I don't think I've ever... Let me think about this statement. I don't think I've ever gone to a city outside of the UK that's important, so I'm not including England in this. I don't think I've gone to a city outside of the UK where I didn't come away going, that city is so much better than Glasgow. So much tidier, so much better run, such a nicer place to be than Glasgow. But I don't include English cities in that, obviously. I wouldn't say that about fucking Warrington, or definitely no London. I mean, I didn't have a particularly enjoyable time in Paris when I went to Paris, but it's definitely an impressive city. But I don't fucking know why people come to Glasgow. I just don't get it. I especially don't know why people move to Glasgow. I couldn't find, while I was in, well, that's not true, we wandered a wee bit in Paris when we went to Paris, but I couldn't find I was looking for like the quiet kind of Woody Allen version of Paris that you don't really get. It's just a big fucking massive tourist trap. And the food was shite as well when I was there. Yeah, and the people were pushy and pretty rude. They just didn't feel very welcoming, so I don't think I'll ever go back to Paris. But I'll definitely get back to Barcelona. I'd live there. I'd definitely live there. But they won't let us anymore, obviously, because we left the EU. That's mad to think that, isn't it? That just a few years ago, you could literally just go, I'm going to go and live in Barcelona for a couple of years. And you could do it, and there'd be nothing stopping you, and nothing standing in your way. And fucking English gammon's ruined it for all years. My stepdad used to say to me all the time, because he'd spent time abroad in like Holland and other places in Europe working and living, and he used to say to me all the time, why do you not just go? So why don't you just take off and go to one of these countries and go and try it out? And I never did. And now that I can, I'm like, why the fuck did I not do that? All the years I've spent wondering what to do with myself, and I could have been going fucking sorry, I'm swearing for no reason. I'm pissed off, I suppose. Could have been going round Portugal and Spain and France and Italy and living wherever I wanted. No, you can't do it. Why did they get back to Mulgai? Amicus Riley? We've got control of our borders until we need something to moan about, and then we moan about all the immigrants that are not respecting our borders. Oi. Oi. Creaking and cracking here. So it was only a few days abroad, and we were looking forward to it for months, but it was really good. Really, really good. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend Barcelona. I don't know, I think next time, I'm not sure if I would stay in Barcelona, because there's quite a few really nice wee towns outside Barcelona. So I would maybe consider staying in the smaller towns and then taking trips into Barcelona, but I also really liked living in staying in the Gothic Quarter. If you would have described it to me, the Gothic Quarter, I would have assumed that I wouldn't like it. Because there's a kind of buzz about the place until like 1 in the morning. And even then it doesn't get completely quiet, but I was thinking it's likely because I don't speak the language. So if there's like hustle and bustle about the streets, I can't really hear what people are saying, so I can't pick out the meaning of what people are saying, so it just kind of, it settles as a kind of noise in the background, so I ended up sleeping really well. There was one night we got woken up, I think about 4 o'clock in the morning, by like a running battle or something between a couple of homeless folk. Because there is also, the thing about the Gothic Quarter is that it's like amazing and historic and everything, but there's a lot of poor people and homeless folk a bit. So you do see that. But coming from filthy, manky fucking Glasgow, you can put up with it. I think I think our grandkids. I mean, I've not got any kids, so I'm not going to have any grandkids. But I think our grandkids, maybe, will probably be more concerned about trying to get fresh water. More concerned about trying to go outside for longer than 2 minutes without getting radiation poisoning. I was listening to a thing about the American elections because they're starting to kick up again, and the thing was talking about how many Republican candidates are talking about the climate hoax and how these issues are just anti-capitalist propaganda. Right off the end of the cliff. I quite like Dublin, Piperton. I've not been in a few years, but I liked it when I visited. Very touristy, but I still liked it. I mean, Dubliners are cool. I like Dubliners. I mean, Glaswegians are alright as well. Glaswegians are good people. But the city's just such a fucking shit show, man. It's horrible. Right, I'm gonna go. We're talking about dying now and how crap where we live is, so it's time for me to go. My work here is done. How long did you visit Glasgow for, Dirty Button? Thanks for the raid, Wyatt. 4 days. What did you do when you visited? Just out an interest. Hello, hello. Good morning to you, Wyatt. How's it going? Hello, Soup the Giant. How are you? I'm talking about my holiday. Just before I leave. Leave the stream. I don't mean leave to go on holiday. Amicus Riley says, having said that, I know lots of non-Glasgow folk who love Glasgow. They see it through foreign eyes. I know plenty of people know. I mean, my girlfriend moved to Glasgow. Like, I know people who move to Glasgow and go, aye, it's lovely here, I like it. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? It's filthy. Oh, but still, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm as down as I am about Glasgow. I would much rather live in Glasgow than Edinburgh. Edinburgh's a soulless. Bear in mind, I've lived in Edinburgh a few times, and it's a barren existence. Edinburgh. It doesn't give me a good feeling. Some shit people living in Edinburgh. A lot of greed everywhere, but a lot of greed. When I'm talking about improving cities, I always bring up the fact that what they didn't. I've probably already talked about this before in the stream a few times as well. What they did in New York when they tried to when they were first trying in the 80s, when they were first Giuliani, when he was trying to turn around New York, the first fucking thing they did was they cleaned the streets. Keep the place clean, and it raises people's. It's so simple, so obvious, and so simple. Clean the fucking streets. But such a task is beyond Glasgow City Council. Edinburgh's pretty. It's a very pretty place. Nice place to go for a day or two. But living there's no. I don't recommend living there. I've only been to Berlin once, Hex Adventure, and it was spotless when I visited, but I dare say it's a huge city, so there's probably a lot of places I didn't see. The same way, the only other town I went to when I was in Berlin was because I wanted to go to a concentration camp, because that's what I'm into. I'm into concentration camps. So I went to Oranienburg to go to the Sachsenhausen concentration camp, or what's left of that concentration camp. So Oranienburg is the only other German town that I was in, and that's obviously much smaller than Berlin, and that was spotless, absolutely spotless. I think people think that I'm just doing the Glaswegian with a chip on his shoulder act when I talk about Edinburgh, but as I say, I lived there for years, and I'm no exaggerating. Daily rudeness in Edinburgh is a thing. Does he do it as well? I didn't know he's ever said that he didn't like Edinburgh. He's also never lived there. Aye. Daily gone to the Tesco, just gone out to go to the supermarket on a daily basis, you will encounter rudeness on a daily basis in Edinburgh. I mean, you might get stabbed as well in Glasgow, but it's an honest stabbing. I'm going to need to go because I'm really hungry. My telly's rumbling. You know that thing below my ribcage, my telly? My telly's rumbling. So I'd definitely go back to Barcelona. I would love to try living in a place like Barcelona, but I would definitely like to visit again. It's beautiful, really beautiful. The climate's amazing. Food's good, and we spent quite a bit of money while we were there. But I think if you're careful, like there definitely was a variation in prices. You definitely can go more reasonably priced places for things like food. Just moved to Barcelona, Hex Adventure. I'm kicking myself because early years I've worked with Spanish lads fae Barcelona, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't make more an effort to become really good pals with them, because I could have stayed with them if I'd made the effort. Do you think you could get away with that, Hex Adventure? I think you could get away with getting somewhere to stay for free. I think that the novelty of like fruit and veg just tasting better than our fruit and veg would take a long time to wear off. So you can eat really simply, I think. You can also just sleep on the beach. There was a guy in Sitges, right? The wee town that we went to just for the day, half an hour outside Barcelona. There was a guy, I was watching this happening when I was on the beach. I was taking a breakfast swimming in the waves, and I was just on the beach, and there was this homeless guy came up, and his gear was all fucked. Like he had shitty gear on, crappy old shoes, and he was carrying some like poly bags, and he came onto the beach, and I was like, oh fuck, this guy's probably begging or something. I was like keeping an eye on him. I was like, he's probably doing the rounds on the beach. And he put his stuff down, took his gear off, took his shoes off, stripped down into his pants, went for a swim. When he took all his gear off, by the way, he was fucking ripped. Like he was like a muscular tanned statue. Went into the water, swam for 10 minutes, came back out, got dressed, and went back about his homeless business. The Naked Guy of Barcelona. I have not seen The Naked Guy of Barcelona. Hex Adventure. Right, I'm gonna go. We're getting close to 3 hours, so I'm gonna go. And do something else. Is this a naked man? So he's a mentally unwell guy that gets his dick out, is that what it is? Source link? Where's the link? What? Click on what? Click on the source link. Ah, that one? No. Why has he got pants on if his cock's hanging out? Oh, the pants are a tattoo, are they? Oh, so they are. So they are. Shoes and socks on. Shoes and socks on, cock out. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm not actually sure what's happening tomorrow because we did have plans that we were gonna go camping in Butte, but the weather's not been very good, so I don't know if we're actually gonna do that. So I might be back on tomorrow. Oh no, actually, I've got the mentoring thing tomorrow morning, so I can't do 9 o'clock. Probably won't be back on tomorrow, it'll probably be next week. I've started to book in some dates to record some new podcasts. I just realised the other day it's actually been 2 years since I did a podcast recording, somehow. So I'll probably stream next week. I've got some shifts around the place for the care job that I'm doing, but I have free days as well, so you'll just have to keep them peeled, I think. Keep an eye on the channel. And Twitter, I suppose, or X. Right. I'm gonna go. Anybody want a raid? Anybody on that wants a raid? Probably not. Probably not. Right, well if I don't see you, have a good weekend. Thanks again for watching. Exercise and meditate. I think I'll do a kettlebell. I'm dying to do some more running, but fucking Shawlands. Shawlands. Moaning bastard, that's me. Right, exercise and meditate. See you later.